What are you working on? What are you filming at the moment?
I'm filming the sequel at the moment to Snow White and Huntsman. It's called The Huntsman, and it's grueling schedule, and they're cramming quite a big schedule into a short period of time. It makes it quite difficult to. I'm working at the moment 7 days a week at the moment, so I think I'm on the back of close coming up to 19 days straight. So if we're not rehearsing and filming with main unit or second unit, then I'm delirious right now. But I pinch myself sometimes. I'm very lucky to be in the position I'm in, and I think the film's going to be great.
Fans love the first film. What can they expect from this one? Because is it a sequel or a prequel? Because I don't think fans have been entirely sure.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really say a great deal, but all I know is there's lots of action. There's a fantastic cast, as I'm sure you guys already know. You've got Jessica Chastain, Charlize Theron, Emily Blunt, Chris Hemsworth. The list goes on. Nick Frost is back again. I mean, it's a huge cast, and I think we'll be excited to see visually of how good. It's the first time director Cedric was a visual effects director on the first one. It's going to look amazing, and he's done a fantastic job already. So I think people are going to be very surprised. I think it's going to be incredible on a lot smaller of a budget. On the first one, I actually wasn't doubling Chris on the first one. I had just finished Batman in New York on the first one. I came back to England, and the boss that was coordinating at the time, Steve Dent and Ben Cook, good friends of mine, I worked for them a lot. There was like 3 weeks left of the movie, and they said, come on, jump on and do the last 3 weeks. So I got to meet him then and work. He's a lovely guy, and I didn't actually double him on the first one. So this time round, he wanted to, still have the kind of feel of him, his action being as big as it was in the past, and I think it will be. I mean, already we've done some incredible stuff, so I'm interested to see what it comes out like.
And of course, whatever Chris wears, you have to wear yourself. I'm curious, how does the Huntsman costume compare to the Thor costume?
The Huntsman costume's a lot more comfortable. That is for sure. The Thor costume in the heat and whatever it may be can be hard just to wear that, let alone do the stunts and do what you have to do. So the Huntsman costume's a little bit more normal, if you like, and it's quite nice to be in almost civvies for once.
Avengers, you had the challenge of doubling not just for Chris, but also for Chris Evans as well. Can you talk a little bit about that experience, looking back on it now?
Yeah, that was a massive challenge for me. At the beginning of the movie, the way the schedules worked out, I did all of Captain America stuff first in Korea. A month block there filming, and the opening sequence for him when he's kind of established in the film. And I was still training. I mean, Chris Evans is in incredible shape. But then I was, when I got back to the UK and I'd finished doing the stuff in Korea, I had like a 5-week block where I had time to get to Thor shape, and I needed that 5 weeks. It was just basically upping my training. Instead of once a day, it was twice a day. Instead of 5 meals a day, it was 8 meals a day. But I've been there before, and I know how it works, and I know how my body works, and how I need to make it, to accomplish what I need to accomplish. And it was challenging, but it was a challenge I was up for. It's something that was never been done before, to double two huge superheroes like that in one movie. So after seeing the end result, I was pleased, and my family were pretty happy too.
Obviously, you're in the middle of Huntsman at the moment, but I'm curious, do you know yet whether or not you're going to be involved at all in either Cap Civil War or Thor 3?
Look, again, I'm not sure, how much I'm allowed to say, but I'd love to be involved in all of those movies. The Marvel franchise is huge. I think DC is coming up pretty quick as well, and at the moment, Marvel are miles ahead, so it's lovely to be part of that franchise. But I hope so. I mean, at the moment, I take every day as it comes, and most stunt performers have to. I never know what my next job's going to be, or, touch wood, I don't get injured. That's just the way it is. So hopefully, yes, I'd love to be part of that.
Of course, you're also part of Game of Thrones. Can you talk a little bit about working on that? I mean, obviously the biggest thing on television.
Yeah, I mean, do you know what? A real good friend of mine who's a stunt coordinator, who was my boss, called me and said, I'm coordinating Game of Thrones now, would you like to come work on it? And even if it was the worst thing in the world, I'd go and work for him, because I love him. Rowley Earlham, he's an amazing guy, amazing stunt coordinator. But considering it was, the biggest TV show in history right now, I believe. It was an honour to go and work with him again, and also work on the biggest TV show. So it it was massive. I was like, yeah, of course. I mean, I'd love to work on that, and I was lucky enough to work on the last 3 episodes, the biggest episodes of the series.